Welcome, everybody, to the Town of Pownal Sewer Commission Board meeting on February 24th at 6 p.m. We need to call to order, approval of agenda, approval of FY 2023 WW budget, approval of sewer decommission application, update on PV1 pump station, public comment, and adjourn. Can I entertain a motion, please?
So moved.
Can I have a second?
I'll second.
Mike?
Aye.
Bob?
Aye.
Angie, aye. Okay, approval of FY 2023 budget. I went over it and I was just wondering a couple things. The wage increase, is that around 3%?
It's 5% across the board.
It's 5% across the board?
Right.
Okay,
And that's just so that everybody knows, Darcy, that's consistent with the road crew and the transfer station, correct?
Exactly.
That's what I thought.
Yep, that's doing that for consistency, yes.
Yep, that's what I thought.
okay, I wanted that out there for everybody. And then going down through the budget, the only thing that I had a question about is the vehicle fuel, because I'm afraid that maybe we didn't budget enough. Because you budgeted $1,700 and then you used $1,684. That's only that $15.98 difference. And I'm thinking maybe you should add more money to that line. I mean, that's totally up to you, but.
At this point, what I think we'll be okay with that if we, at the end of the year, if we do overexpend on a budget line item, we can always do a budget adjustment.
Right.
Since
Okay.
we already have this in front of us now, and I know that this is the first year that prices are increased.
Mhm.
So I'd actually like to see how that affects that budget line item for next year. And then
Okay.
when we make the budget adjustment, it'll be a better representation of where we go for the following fiscal year, if that makes sense.
Yep. Okay, I was just concerned that it wasn't enough.
Understood.
But I think Darcy's right. We can just make a budget adjustment
Right.
later on down the road if we find out that we're overexpending on that. That's fine. I agree.
Okay,
I'll move that we approve the fiscal year 2023 wastewater treatment budget.
I'll second. Any further discussion? Mike?
Aye.
Bob?
Aye.
Angie, aye. Thank you.
You.
You're welcome. Approval of sewer decommission application.
Yes, we received 3 sewer decommission applications from Royal Pine Villa Mobile Home Park. I did check the sites, did a site visit. There are no structures on the sites. So like we did last year, I'd like to go ahead and get approval of the 3 decommission applications, 5D1, 5D2, 5D3, with a condition that the sites are physically disconnected between April 15th and June 15th. This allows us time for spring to arrive, to locate the sewer services, to find a decent point of disconnection, allow them to do the disconnection, and then the changes being reflected on the first billing cycle of the new fiscal year. And I have a letter drafted that I'll sign explaining this to them, and the approval, the conditions, and how we'll proceed from there regarding billing.
Okay,
That will be your 3 decommissions. Because isn't that what you do, Darcy? 3 a year?
Yes. Well, we do 3. We changed it to 3 mobile home decommissions from parks. That's the maximum per year, and it's
Okay.
first come, first serve.
Mhm.
And we added 2 for houses and non-residentials. So they would still have the opportunity for an individual outside of a mobile home. If a home burned down or,
Right.
they were getting rid of it and just returning everything to nature, just to allow that to remain open.
Okay. So the maximum per year would then become 5
It is 5 right
townwide.
now. Yes.
Okay, okay.
And is that only for one trailer park or could it be multiple trailer parks
No.
allowed 3?
It's for all the parks in town.
Oh, okay.
It's 3 total per
Per
year.
park.
No, per
Nope,
That's what I was
Per-
asking.
3
Not
total
per-
trailers, 3
for
total
all
mobile
trailer
homes
parks.
for all the trailer parks.
Okay, so no other park could ask this year. Is that the way I understand it?
That is correct.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
Yeah, and it has to do with the budgeting.
Okay.
You know, we can allow some flex,
Mhm.
but you know, for someone for say 4 parks, and we have a lot of parks
Yeah.
to all come and want to decommission 3 of them, that would be, you know, not a good situation budget wise to be in.
Okay.
We understand they want to decommission. We just ask them to follow the rules and regs that we have in place for a reason. And yeah, it is first come, first serve. So
Okay.
So when will the next, and I agree with this, Darcy, I just want to be
make sure I
clear.
understood.
When will
Right.
the next, when is the next available decommission period?
start of January 1st of next year.
That's what I thought. Okay, because
Unless you have a house, you know,
Well,
a single house or a non-residential business that you're decommissioning.
right.
Those we still have 2 of those open.
Right. I just wanted to be clear on the mobile homes, just so that I thought it was January 1st instead of going on the fiscal year. I just want this to be on record that that's when it is.
Yeah.
That's all. You know, and I'm not trying to question you. I just wanted it on the record, Darce, for sure.
Yeah. It is.
So, okay. So the decommission applications do not go on the fiscal year. They go on the calendar year.
Right. And that allows for
Okay.
just this situation.
Yep.
So
Yep.
so we know for next fiscal year where we should go, how many have been decommissioned. And
Mhm.
there really is a very short window here for physical decommissions.
Right.
You have to be able to dig. You have
Yeah.
to be able
Right.
to locate and dig. So
Yeah. No, I
I hope
just,
that
I
answers
want,
your question.
Yes.
yes. I just
Okay.
wanted to clear for the public too, Darcy, that if anybody asks a question, we can direct them back to this meeting that is recorded and we can say, well, just watch the meeting and there it is. The information's right out there for you to gather.
Perfect.
Thank you.
So the motion would be we approve the 3 sewer decommission applications, 5D1, 5D2, 5D3, with the condition that they be physically disconnected between April and 15th and June 15th. And I have a letter that I will give to Megan that she can include in the minutes for reference.
Okay, sounds good. So can I have a motion, please?
I'll move that we approve the sewer decommissions for Royal Pine Villa 5D1, D2, D3. With the stipulation that they are done between April 15th and June 15th
Perfect.
with a letter that is being sent by the wastewater treatment to Royal Pine and the letter to be signed.
Okay, I'll second that. Any further discussion? Mike,
Aye.
Bob,
Aye.
Angie, aye. Okay, thank you. Moving on to update on PV1 pump station.
Yes, well, this has been very exciting and very frustrating, of course. We're nearly finished with the upgrade study. The study was definitely worthwhile. I mean, it allowed us to really analyze which design elements were feasible and affordable. And the problem is some are feasible, not affordable. Some are affordable, but not feasible. So it's been quite a journey these past few months. And the current station build that we are looking at encompasses both of those things, the feasibility and the affordability. So we were able to incorporate an above ground station with a fiberglass enclosure similar to what we have now at our other stations. just this act alone will significantly reduce the potential harm to the operators, and it's going to reduce the weather wear on the station itself. I'm meeting Tuesday with a Muffin Monster representative, and that is a grinding unit, and that will be incorporated in line at the inlet of the wet well to reduce the pump plugs and the wear and tear on the units. That'll be a great help, but I know I've discussed that before. We will be able to use the existing generator set to power both pump units simultaneously during a power outage. That was a very important consideration, and it had to do with single phase power, 3-phase power, what would do the power transfer, if should we stay with single phase and go with 3-phase. That was a whole concept, but we decided to go with the 3-phase power because what we can do is use the existing single phase source and convert it to a 3-phase source using variable frequency drives. And the new motors and pumps will use the 3-phase. It'll significantly cut down on the wear and tear of the units, basically adding years of life. And the 3-phase system will also be covered under warranty. What we're finding is that finding single phase pumps and motor assemblies, they don't want to warranty them because without the drives in place, they take such a hit when they come on and off. It's like instantaneous on and off, like a light switch, where if you have a drive in place and it's doing the phase conversion, it ramps up very slowly. And we have a lot of those systems online now, and the life difference between the two is enormous. So we're going to be converting the station from a single phase power to a 3-phase power using the VFD drives. So that's pretty exciting. And the gentleman who is designing the station for us is incorporating all of that. The new computer interface. So we'll have actually a new interface for this station. It will be able to communicate with the old interface, which is fantastic. So we won't have to reconceptualize the whole, how do we receive alarms and, interface with the new system. It'll just be those connecting and bringing my electronic guru out there and actually making them talk to each other. And the new area will be completely fenced in, and that'll address safety, security. We may use cameras in the interim as the build is going on. And the new entryway will probably be phased in last when the construction is complete, because we're going to be digging, moving, placing, and the fence will sort of be in the way of that. And the entryway will be adequate. The entryway we have now will be adequate to get what we need in, which is the priority is getting the station built. So the completed study will show that the station, it can be completed within that $325,000 ARPA funds allocated to the project by taking advantage of the newly published final rules regarding the spending. And I know that Rebecca has talked a bit about this. It really, since there are no directives or requirements in that ruling regarding procurement, bidding, construction procedures, especially as it pertains to capital upgrades for wastewater projects, it really opens up the entire area of cost savings in this area. So we can actually be the hands-on contractor subbing out all of the jobs that we need subbed that we just can't do, like the electrical. Meet with them, get together with all of them, and make it happen. We just need to report any expenditures over $50,000. So like I said, I've scheduled the vendor meeting with the Muffin Monster rep. It's my goal to meet with all of the individuals, the subcontractors, get the completed study to you by the end of March. And I'd really like to order the station at that time because it's a 16-week wait period for the station. So It's okay though, because that allows us to do all the other groundwork and have that all done and in place when the new station comes. We'll be ready for it. And the way we're designing it is that we are going to keep one of the existing pumps running. So we'll be able to keep the station active with the existing pump while we're retrofitting the new station on it. So it's, in a nutshell, it's all coming together.
That's great news.
Yes. It's been a long journey, but this is pretty exciting for us. So we just appreciate your support and all of it, and just seeing it that it's going to happen.
You're welcome.
And that is my update. I have just one more bit of news. Speaking with my engineers, you know, I know that at some point we're going to have to do a UV system upgrade at the wastewater treatment facility, because I've been told by the builders, which is the name of the company is Trojan, that our existing system now is becoming obsolete. Getting parts are going to be difficult. Getting bulbs are going to be difficult. So Wayne Elliott, our engineer, said, you know, there is another round of funding coming from the Clean Water State Revolving Fund. And that project could be eligible to be funded by that. So we went ahead and just applied to be on the priority list. Yeah, that's the first step, is just getting on the priority list. So we went ahead and we took care of that. And I will let you know if I hear anything. That would be great if we could take care of that as well.
Yes, it would be.
Yeah. So that's everything I had, I think.
Have you touched base with the engineers on the pump station project? If they're interested in doing a synopsis for the other piece that you just mentioned?
Yes.
Just to give, you know, summary numbers as far as that application?
They will definitely be part of the process. Yes, absolutely.
Cool.
Darcy, I have a couple of questions on our pump station upgrade. When you say we're gonna have a warranty, and I agree with everything. You know that you know, after my visit, you know, I'm totally on your page. I just want to be clear on the warranty when we go to 3-phase versus 1-phase. What is the difference and what is the warranty?
Well, I don't have the particulars this evening.
Okay, that's
When
fair.
I do have them, I'm going to share everything. I'm hoping to have that entire packet as part of the finished study
Okay,
for your review.
okay.
I don't want to speak out of turn if I don't have that in front of me.
I'd rather you didn't. That's fine.
Right.
I'd rather have the accurate information than a guess. No, that's totally fine.
Yeah.
And the other thing that I just want everybody to be clear of, I'm pretty sure that I'm clear on it, is that the new pump station is going to be very similar to the one we visited down by Mac Molding. Is that correct? So that, it's so much safer for, I mean, I'm not saying it's exactly the same, but it's gonna be so much safer for you and and the workers, right?
Yeah.
Our personnel.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Safer and user-friendly.
Absolutely.
No, that one,
Yeah.
that one
It
down there, I
won't-
told you I'd eat my
It
lunch in that
won't
one.
be as big as
Right.
the structure at Mac Molding, but it will be of the same build. Yes.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. Similar. That's all I wanted to make sure of, because I was, well, you know, I mean, I was extremely impressed. Like I said, I'd eat my lunch in there. So, and the other one, I wouldn't send somebody down there that I don't like. So, you know that we had that discussion. So,
Yeah, and the timing of the funds couldn't be more perfect because we're at the end life, really.
Yeah. Right.
Yep.
Exactly. Nice job on that, Darcy.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for your support. Once again, couldn't do it without you guys.
Right.
So you make our jobs easier.
That's right. She does.
Yes.
Well, that's nice to hear.
Well, you're extremely thorough. That's for sure.
Yes.
Okay, then, let's open up to public comment in case anybody has any questions. You're staying on, right, Darcy, in case you can
Sure,
answer it?
sure.
All right,
If anyone
great.
has any questions, I'd be happy to answer them.
If there's anybody out there, please raise your hand and remember to state your full name. Thank you.
Do you see it?
There's no one raising their hand.
I'll move to adjourn.
Second it.
All right. Mike,
Aye.
Jamie,
Aye.
Bob,
Aye.
Angie, I. Thank you so much,
Thanks,
Darcy.
Darcy.
Have a good night.
Great. Thanks, you guys. Have a great evening.
Thank you.
You too.
Thanks, everybody.